Good evening. First Alert StormTeam meteorologist Joseph Williams with your Valley News Now tonight, tomorrow forecast. Mostly looking at a quiet night, but we are First Alert tracking some patchy, dense fog that may affect your Tuesday morning commute. And thereafter, we're looking at another round of mild temperatures heading into tomorrow. Another round of highs in the 30s in parts of our region. So let's get right to our First Alert forecast to show you what I'm talking about. Again, the main issue for tonight will be that patchy, dense fog, which means some intermittent visibility at times. Maybe seeing some low visibility after midnight and then around the 7 o'clock hour in the Fargo-Moorhead area, for example. Other areas will see patchy fog at different times, and you'll see why right now. Basically, we'll see some light fog forming in the northern valley as a frontal boundary starts moving in from the north, interacting with the melting snowpack that we saw today. And so that's going to lead to some patchy fog in parts of our region. And that fog will move south throughout Tuesday morning. So by around the 6 o'clock hour, it's likely on top of parts of I-94 and central Minnesota. And you can see by these numbers here, visibility will be less than a quarter mile in some spots. So make sure to give yourself some extra time on the roads to account for that patchy, dense fog, and keep the VNN weather app on standby just in case. Luckily, by the afternoon hours, that fog will dissipate. Besides that fog, we're looking at scattered clouds heading into your Tuesday morning and afternoon commute. So overall, a quiet day heading into tomorrow, plenty of sunshine, but again, that fog may slow down your commute a bit, give yourself some extra time on the roads. Aside from that, temperatures are also going to stay on the warm side in some areas heading into the overnight hours. In Fargo, we'll stay in the upper 20s even after midnight. Grand Forks will be cooler with temperatures in the teens thanks to a light north-northwest wind. Again, in the northern areas, generally in the teens. For the northern valley, the central and southern valley will be in the 20s to even some low 30s. So some areas are going to be on the mild side heading into your morning commute. And tomorrow afternoon will be similar. 20s up north, 30s down south. Similar to today, just a couple of degrees cooler. Overall, temperature-wise, not bad out there. Now, what will be the impacts of that fog and cloud cover? Well, we actually have a lunar eclipse heading into tomorrow morning. The partial eclipse for our lunar eclipse begins at around 3:50 a.m. just before Valley Today starts. Our total eclipse will begin around 5:04 a.m. and it will continue. That total eclipse will last until 6:02 a.m. and thereafter we'll be dealing with that partial eclipse until about 7:17 a.m. when basically the eclipse ends altogether. So basically our lunar eclipse will last throughout Valley Today, but with that scattered cloud cover and that patchy fog, that may affect your ability to see the total lunar eclipse. Assistant Chief Meteorologist Lisa Green will be able to provide the latest updates for your Tuesday morning commute. So I'd recommend watching her for Valley Today if you want to be able to get an idea as to whether you can see the total lunar eclipse or not in your location. But again, just a First Alert recap, we're looking at a mild night ahead of us, temperature-wise, being in the teens up north, 20s down south. But the main issue will be that patchy, dense fog, which could affect your morning commute. Make sure to give yourself some extra time on the roads to account for that patchy, dense fog. Then tomorrow afternoon, we warm up into the 20s in the northern areas and 30s down south, similar to today. So another mild afternoon on our hands with a mix of sun and clouds. So tomorrow afternoon, not looking too bad. Go enjoy the nice weather if you can. Just make sure to grab the sweatshirts. I'm getting off of here, but Chief Meteorologist Russ Thomas will be back on Valley News Live at 9 and 10, so tune in to get your First Alert forecast on there. And we'll also be giving updates on the VNN First Alert weather app too, and so keep the notifications turned on. In the meantime, I'm getting off of here. Have a wonderful night.